Thanks for tuning in this Wednesday. 2K Sports presents the NBA. And tonight, it'll be Houston going up against Toronto. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me at the table, Craig Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And we've also got Hall of Famer David Aldridge reporting from the sidelines. Let's check out Toronto's starting lineup. They've got Curry. He's out there with Mullen. Thompson is out there with Foyle. And it's Post in at the 4. Here we go. And for the Rockets, at the guard positions, Van Fleet and Green. Alperen Sengun out there with Brooks. And it's Thompson in at the 3 spot. Oh, here's Van Vliet. Thompson looking for an opening. Right side, Green. Pulls up on the elbow. Chalk up 2 there.
I know it's not in vogue right now, but for guys like Green, there are points to be had in that mid-range.
It's Curry outside. It's rebounded by Sengun. Pass to Green. The rebound by Foyle.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Now here's Curry. Lets it go from deep. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
Honestly, guys, Curry is the best three-point shooter I've ever seen.
It's stolen by Mullen. Here's the 3. And again, Toronto with the triple.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Now here's Thompson. Van Vliet wide open. No good with the triple. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Curry outside. It's rebounded by Houston.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky.
Brooks with no one around. A quick shot there, and it's off target. Thompson outside. No good from outside. And Alperen Sengun continues to prove himself, RJ, as one of the game's most promising big men.
A lot of it is because of his passing ability, Kevin. Shades of Nikola Jokic out there. Having a big man who can distribute like Sengun is a real level.
And again, no good by Toronto. Here's Houston now. They trail by 1. Pass to Foyle. Thompson outside. Jacks up a 3. It's good. The assist that time from Mullen.
And Thompson thrives in those catch-and-shoot situations.
Timeout.
And we've got a timeout called from Ime Udoka. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. Jabari Smith, he's checked in for Jalen Green. And he's checked in for Toronto. Morrow comes in for Klay Thompson. Here's Van Vliet, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Van Vliet. Toronto leading by 4. 1:21 left to play here in the first. And the basket by Curry.
Defensively, you have to be aware of Curry in that set.
Got a piece of it. Curry with the steal. Takes a 3. Hits the three-point foul. Curry's got 12 points in the game. And an important part of every team's game. We'll look at the hustle stats for Toronto.
From the tip, they are not making things easy on them. Lots of steals, playing disruptive basketball.
They've out-hustled their opponents so far in this one. A lot of points in the open floor, and that's giving them the advantage.
Now Curry. Following the miss by Fred Van Vliet from deep. And Stephen Curry another 3. He's got 15.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And, of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
Now here's Brooks. Still yet to score. Van Vliet against Curry. Just 5 to shoot. Count that one from Van Vliet.
And expect smart plays like that from Van Vliet. He is a clever floor general who knows knows how to create.
Screen by Brand. Now here's Curry. Gets it off. And he nails the buzzer beater.
Ringing the bell. That's the way to close a quarter.
He knew exactly how he wanted to do it, too. There was no doubt in his mind that it was going to fall.
And so it's Toronto, sitting with a comfortable lead, up by 14. They've excelled in the open court. Their transition game has allowed them to build this healthy lead. And we'll be back with you shortly. So far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in a second. And guys, what's your take on Toronto so far?
They came in on a mission, razor-sharp offense in that first period.
Can they keep up the pace? Who knows? But they're already in a great position to win this one.
Jalen Green is out there with Shepard. Then it's Cam Whitmore. And it's Smith. And it's Adams. And it's Center. That's the 5 for Houston right now.
Personal foul. First team foul. On the floor for the away team. Number 34.
Here's Adams. He can't get that one. Giannis with some nice D. Pass to post. And he goes big with the dunk right over Jabari Smith.
And with the height to see over the defense, the eyes to spot the open man, Giannis continues to flourish as a facilitator.
Now here's Green. Picked his pocket. Outside, Antetokounmpo. And he drives in, and the layup falls. Antetokounmpo's got his first points of the game.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
Here's Shepard. Hasn't made one yet, and it's good for 2.
And this is where Adams has the biggest impact. The closer to the basket, the more effective he is.
On the wing, Giannis. Covered by Smith. And Giannis out of the Antetokounmpo throws it down hard.
Amazing athlete. The length, speed, the Giannis is borderline impossible to guard when he is playing downhill.
And we've got a timeout called from Ime Udoka. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Houston making some changes. Tari Eason's checked in for Smith. Brooks comes in for Whitmore. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Shepard. And Toronto will go for a different look here. Spates checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Mullen comes in for Richardson. Dort, he's checked in for Anthony Morrow. And Stephen Curry is subbed in for Floyd. Now here's VanVleet from past the arc. Another miss by Houston. And here's Curry, who brings it up for Toronto. 18 points separating the teams. That's the biggest lead of the game. Three-pointer. The rebound by Steven Adams. And so it's Houston with it. Green with the ball. Dort covering. Green kicks to Adams. Mullen with the defensive effort. Toronto leading by 18. Here's Curry with the 3. The offensive rebound. 1:33 left now here in the second. 6 on the shot clock. Launches it. Slides through for his 7th basket in 11 tries.
On a night like tonight, Steph Curry is must-watch basketball. He can score from anywhere.
Curry against Van Vliet. Knocks it loose. It's stolen by Dort. Here's Spates. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
An absolute superb facilitator because Curry is such a lights-out shooter. It opens up passing lanes for him.
And here are the Rockets now. They get a hand on it. That shot is good. He has made 8 while missing only 4. That's 67% shooting.
Talk about execution on the offensive end. They're leaving nothing on the table right now.
It's caused them to pull away a bit. Let's see if they can keep the train in the tracks.
Well, Dort makes the smart play there. He slots a wide-open shooter and just gets him the ball.
Now a timeout called by Houston. Houston making some changes. Şengün's checked in for Adams. And Amen Thompson subbed in for Green. And then for Toronto, Foyle comes in for Maurice Spates. That's Thompson in for Dort. Now here's Van Vliet. Shoots over Curry. Another miss by Houston.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
This is snowballing for them. They've got to get a good look next time down.
Van Vliet against Curry. Shot to stop the run. Van Vliet can't get it to go. Curry with it. It could go. And no good on the last second attempt this time. It's been all about Stephen Curry for Toronto. He ends up dropping in 2 from distance, making a difference from long range in this one. He'll get you back to the action after this break. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Curry has been sensational.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
I like how they came into this one with the game plan, and they're just going out and executing it. Terrific job.
And on the floor for Steve Kerr as we get into the second half. We've got Thompson. Holland is out there with Stephen Curry. Then it's Foyle. And it's Post in at the power forward position. Now here's Curry. Trains the three-pointer. Curry's got the first points to start out the third quarter for Toronto.
I mean, what can we say about Steph's jumper that hadn't already been said?
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Toronto working the ball around now. Foyle the pass to Thompson. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Thompson's gone 1 for 5 from the field, 20%. Thompson finds Van Vliet. Drops one in from the wing.
And you have to appreciate the confidence. Van Vliet wastes no time shooting the rock when he is in that groove.
Greg, what's the key thing Fred Van Vliet brings to this offense?
I feel like he's really a centering presence, Kevin. The guys can look to him to call the play, to give them their orders, and trust that he's setting them up for success.
And here is Brooks after the three-pointer from Klay Thompson. Thompson with it, picked up by Thompson. From deep, Green. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 3 assists now in this one. Here's Curry. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Fred Van Vliet picks one up.
Look at Curry getting crafty, ensuring he gets fouled while in the act of shooting.
And both free throws good for Curry. Over a minute and a half into the third quarter of action. Van Vliet deciding where to go with it. Van Vliet with a screen on Thompson. And Thompson kicks to Şengün. 5 on the clock. Şengün with the screen for Van Vliet. From outside, off the mark.
In the third. 2 minutes.
A three. And again, Toronto no up. And so it's Thompson with it. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. Van Vliet with a screen on Curry. Pass to Green. The three. No shot that time. Not on target.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Thompson right side. Brooks outside. Here's Green. Thompson with the rebound. Green's gone 2 for 5 tonight. Thompson against Curry. Connects from three-point range. Curry's got 34 points.
Leading scorer on the night, and he looks very hungry for more. Keep feeding him. Operation Feed the Horse.
The Rockets making a switch here. Smith is checked in. Some changes for Toronto. Şengün passes to Van Vliet. Smith kicks to Green. Down low, here's Van Vliet. Rebounded by Brand. Antetokounmpo against Şengün. Brand passes to Antetokounmpo and stolen by Şengün. Pass to Van Vliet. Şengün with the ball. Brooks feeling it out a bit. And here's Smith trying to end the drought. Bangs home the trifecta. Smith's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Here's Antetokounmpo. Giannis dunks it down.
And on the drive, Giannis, he can be so disruptive, just muscling his way through the defense.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Personal foul. Second team.
And the first one drops. Both teams deciding to change it up. And so Van Vliet nails both of them. And here is Curry. There's the lob into Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Assisted by
Absolutely the prettiest play in basketball.
executed to perfection.
I don't think you get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop. And so it's Toronto, up by 33 points as the buzzer sounds. A huge lead for them. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few easy points. And we've got more in 2K Sports coming your way after this break. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Serving it up on a platter, that is a beautiful dish. And two teammates on the same page. Woo.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. Steven Adams is out there with Jabari Smith. Then there's Jalen Green. Then there's Shepard. And it's Whitmore in at the small forward position. It's the 5 for Houston right now. Toronto with the ball. Following the 3 by Houston that won. Here's Antetokounmpo. And Giannis throws it down hard.
Watch out. Antetokounmpo might be soft-spoken, but he's got a mean streak when it comes to attacking the hoop.
Giannis has gone a perfect 5 for 5 from the field. Now, Shepard. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Well, a big thing for Shepard going forward, adding strength, right? Finishing like that.
Houston making some changes. Şengün's checked in for Steven Adams. Brooks comes in for Jabari Smith. And it's Thompson in for Whitmore. And then for Toronto, Eldon Brand's checked in for Spates. And Stephen Curry subbed in for Floyd. Now Şengün, after the missed 3 from Stephen Curry. Count the basket.
And he has to build on this because we can see where him being a ghost out there has gotten them so far.
Outside Curry. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. Traps in the tray.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Now, here's Green. To the inside. Thompson. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot. But he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's on Jason Richardson.
And with his movement skills, Thompson routinely catches defenders out of position.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Toronto.
The name of the game in the modern NBA is making threes, spacing the court, and that's exactly what they are doing tonight.
And you also have to applaud how they've been able to create turnovers and then convert those on the offensive end.
Houston making a switch here. Van Vliet's checked in. Here's Van Vliet. Giannis Antetokounmpo making his last shot. Van Vliet outside. Those 3-pointers off the mark.
Another miss from him, struggling to find his rhythm.
Giannis sets a screen for Curry. And again, Toronto with the triple.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
Effort like this makes you wonder if they've already packed it in for the game, ready to go on to the next. Gotta at least show a little heart out here.
Second personal foul.
He misses the free throw. And Toronto making a change here. Spates is checked in. Good on the second free throw.
Ooh, you hope that leaving points at the line won't come back to haunt them.
Spates with a screen on Van Vliet. Curry is inside. Brooks covering. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
This just demonstrates how fearless Curry is. Look, he knows how to get inside and draw plenty of fouls.
Stephen Curry hits them both. We've got 1:23 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Van Vliet. Out to Brooks. On the wing, Thompson. Richardson cover. Shot clock at 6. Good work defensively by Richardson. Toronto with the ball. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. It's Curry outside. Sinks the three-point. Curry's got 45 points.
And it's just competing, giving your best when it matters most.
And let me tell you, as a team, you love to hit your stride right at the crucial moments. They put this game away in style.
Now, here's Şengün. Green deciding where to go with it. Puts up a deep three. Toronto grabs the miss. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Here's Curry with the three, and again, Toronto with the triple.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Yeah, not just an impressive showing on offense, but on defense as well, executing their game plan perfectly.
Van Vliet outside. And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. Along with Greg Anthony, Richard Jefferson, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching tonight's presentation on 2K Sports. And now, our player of the game, Stephen Curry.
Nunca le sale por más que lo ensayan. Cuando hay que apretar me vuelvo super saiyan. Subiendo de level como Sandel Saya. En la olimpiada con todas las medallas. Van a extrañarme el día que me vaya. Todos los tuyos quieren tirar la toalla. A la hora hora cero. En la raya seguimos on fire, aquí no se falla. Nunca le sale por más que lo ensayan. Cuando hay que apretar me vuelvo super saiyan. Subiendo de level como Selesain. En las olimpiadas con todas las medallas. Van a extrañarme el día que me vaya. Todos los tuyos quieren tirar la toalla. Estoy demasiado veloz, no pueden verme. Cada vez que quiero quemar, le tiro a Werner. Me gustan más los billetes azules que los verdes. Ustedes hasta cuando ganan pierden. A todas estas serpientes les mudé las pieles. Los zorros combinando las cartieles. Fanáticos con mi nombre, los carteles. Me muevo como los que tú quieres. Guagua blinda pa' brindar. De mi pauta esta se quieren guindar. Si por mi instinto me dejo llevar, pues les doy bulería a los David Bisbal. Escúchame bien, yo no tengo rival. Tú podrás rimar, pero no suena igual. Es mantenerse, no es solo llegar. Tanto dinero que piensan que es ilegal. A la hora cero, en la raya, seguimos on fire, aquí no se falla. Nunca le sale por más que lo ensayan. Cuando hay que apretar me vuelvo super saiyan. Subiendo de level como Selesain. En las olimpiadas con todas las medallas. Van a extrañarme el día que me vaya. Todos los tuyos quieren tirar la toalla. No tengo que decir de dónde soy. Todo esto lo saben ya. No sé si hay guerra o es solo un rumor. Vamos pa' la calle a ver si es verdad. Tengo fe, sé que pronto mi Dios vendrá. Mientras tanto la tierra la haré temblar. Y firme con él yo por dentro estoy. Por eso ninguno me detendrá. Ahora tengo el récord limpio y par de campeonatos. Pero antes trabajaba hasta limpieza y ornato. Quieren copiar el flow pero les cambio el formato. Correa desde arriba, ve como yo lo mato. El respeto de los veteranos desde novatos. Procura que en mi zona tú no seas no grato. Porque hasta de día están sonando los... Me respetan y los capos. A la hora cero, en la raya, seguimos on fire, aquí no se falla. Nunca le sale por más que lo ensayan. Cuando hay que apretar me vuelvo super saiyan. Subiendo de level como Selesain. En las olimpiadas con todas las medallas. Van a extrañarme el día que me vaya. Todos los tuyos quieren tirar la toalla. Young Kings, baby. Santurce, PR.
I keep it player while some choose to play it safe. Boy, check the resume, it's risky business in the AA. And I've been witness to this history ever since the 10th grade. We went from rock and brace to 10th phase. I twist my A head to the side just for style. Or throw on the Gucci bucket with the fly, super fly. Wow, the Southern private known to shut it down. It ain't so country though, this ain't no Goma pile. I'm sorry I keep cooked to altar in order to satisfy my people in Georgia and cross the water. And across the border, the essays are getting smarter. They got flour for tortillas and lettuce for enchiladas. If you follow, wink, wink, no doubt we don't speak in a blink. Them folks can have you sleeping in the... I'm taking the tissue and on the seat. It's the B-I-G-B-O-I-O-U-T. Now party people in the club, it's time to cut a rug and throw the juice up in the sky just for the shutter buzz. Then you empty, you can grab a club. Boy, stop, I'm just playing, let me dap you up. In my system, why? It's after 12 club like a high B. A beehive cause not everybody wasn't around me. Could it be the way that the verses sounding came up on the ghetto boys and the underground king toys? I had a broom call it pretty brown thing. Pink looked like Rubia when the sun was shining. Known to keep a bad chick, no slipping around me. Index finger on the case is clowning. Not to flex but to protect my neck like the Wu-Tang. Self-preservation is the rule when you do or getting something more sinister. You gotta be the maker so the doctors they can't them.
down, I'm just waiting on the meal. I break here, front row still yelling. Ain't this time for it, I done bossed up and pelly. I'm God's son, but his demons on the chally. Think it's sweet to the in the alley. Yeah, finna like a 50. Spent the whole 10 for some out of Ricky. They let her play tough till it's time to do a mission. I ain't tryna kick it, I don't wanna talk. 80-inch flat screen smarter than the law. 40 on the this is how I thank God. I'm my young chase him down, Tayshawn. She thirsty, got it on FaceTime. I'm standing on the couch, throwing the vision getting clearer in a different lane now. The for the trauma, it just numb the pain now. You was in the bag, but you do your thing, huh? You broke it, me, don't feel ashamed, man. I cut her off and made her settle for a lame guy. I flew her to an island, braids up. He cooking and he cooking out the same pot. In the trenches, I'm the same, little fame now. The coupe so fast, you can dodge a raindrop. And he's so bad, he didn't get his main robbed. Hey, how you mad at me? We come from the same spot. Down like I threw it out. Woke up fresh like I had it laid out. First I went to but I'm getting paid now. Out the seal, couldn't find a baby bottle. On my something like my baby mama. Yeah, I a chick, I won't even think about it. Hey, why you grinding hard? Cause it hate the bottle.
Okay, Mr. Misfit, but I ain't Mr. Fit in months. This some rich by Gucci Pampers for my runs. I get so much, I lose my mind, put on a new one. I guess what they say about the mind, kinda true, huh? A terrible thing to waste. New watch, the color just spoke to me. A parrot was in the face. New rat, they dose to me. Hilarious in the way. My too close to me, one classy taking my coat from me. I blasted with the dopest. She overdose on the dopamine. Locally, I be lowest keys. Overseas, I be ODB. I'm the one that turned the arch to gold like Mickey D. Them thunder thuns, they told me mobile buns. Them poppy seeds. The mini Connie mommy, all she say is me, no poppy seed. Harley can speak no English, but counting up the guap with ease. Yeah, baby, that's why I. Little baby, that's why I. All that singing, I'm back on dirty. Never leave the squad on God, I'm Michael Irving. 2:30 a.m., she tryna can't live this life, you don't deserve it. I've been working your tribe, a hoe. Got me a whole tribe. The world with no, but then find a song that I can down. Bad, do what I say. Like my name was sign me out. Netflix, puffed out. Soon as I leave, sign me out. St. Louis up like we in the trees. Dark fried rice like Vietnamese. Keanu Reeves, rolling up, wanna meet me. Girl, that cold, make it popsicle. Outshine all these, no obstacle. Countryer than Kool-Aid and bags of hot pickle. She gon' keep up moving down to the spot. And baby, that's why I. Yeah, baby, that's why I.
Hey, I just went bought a watch with a whole lot of diamonds to show out these my time. Took a trip out to Cali to hang with the make a play and get off that. I say R.I.P. Kobe, so fly when I ball out, where I skydive. So much on me could've went by the Williams, the Rudy's, a big Popeye. In a whole different bracket, this life is immaculate. If you hit me for you know that I'm taxing. Keep buying cause that's still in the package. If he say that he robbed me, he capping me. Really no throw sevens like Kaepernick. You not blind and you see that we have it. Known in my city, so no, I'm not average. Came a long way from in the cabin. Know that I in the that I rep.
Win by reaching